I want to talk about 10 signs of trauma that I think are very often overlooked. As a reminder, having one, maybe two of these doesn't necessarily say you have trauma, but as you start to accumulate more and more, that might suggest that there's something here to look into. If you don't know me, my name's Cecile. I'm a registered clinical counselor, approved clinical supervisor located in Kamloops, British Columbia, and I focus my practice on supporting individuals who have experienced childhood trauma. Number one, chronic, untreatable anxiety or depression. It's very possible that these are actually the symptoms of your trauma, and if we're trying to treat the depression or the anxiety and nothing's shifting, it might be because there's something at the core trauma that we need to be looking at instead. Two, being like really easygoing, really go with the flow, never really feeling much about anything. This could be indicative of two things. One, this could be indicative of a fawn response. I can't have my opinions because that will be unsafe. I'm afraid what would happen if I voiced my opinion. Or it could be a general numbness. I don't really care what we do because I don't have feelings because I'm just generally numb all the time from my trauma. Number three, you are super high functioning and you are also super exhausted. Often overfunctioning is a sign of trauma. It's a way that we try to keep ourselves safe by doing everything and making sure we're in control of everything. Or over intellectualizing all of your emotions. You can talk about what it's like to have the emotion, but you can't experience the emotion. You can understand all your patterns, but you can't feel what it's like to have those patterns. Have a global sense of shame. So as a reminder, shame is not I did something bad, it's I am bad. And global means that this is always everywhere, no matter what you do. There's always this sense of I'm bad or I'm not enough at the core of everything that you do. I think we're at seven. You have this really strong startle response or really strong trigger. Something happens and you feel a really big response. But a lot of people have built their life in such a way that they avoid these triggers altogether. So they found a way to surround themselves with people and environments where they do not come into contact with that. So the other catch to this one is that if you don't notice that, it might be that you have a very curated, very controlled environment that's blocking you from having these triggers and these startle responses. 8, you cannot rest, you cannot be still. This is likely because your nervous system is on guard all the time. It feels like it always has to be looking and keeping you safe in some particular way. And so when you try and stop, your nervous system says, oh, I can't stop because then I might miss a sign of danger, so I'll just never stop and then I'll never be unsafe. 9, lots of different physical symptoms with no clear medical explanation. Now, I want to be careful here not to invalidate that sometimes we just haven't found the right answers to our medical issues, that might be what's happening, but we also know that often trauma is stored in the body and shows up as physical symptoms rather than the psychological symptoms that we're used to hearing about. So if you have lots going on in your body and absolutely no explanation, it might be possible that trauma is at the core. And 10, if you really struggle in relationships, you really struggle finding healthy relationships, fulfilling relationships, relationships that are really equal, where you're not just giving and giving, this might be a sign of trauma. If you've made it this far, it's possible that trauma is at the core. If you are looking for a trauma counselor to support you and you are located in British Columbia or certain provinces across Canada, reach out to my team. We're here to help.